lovely darlings to my channel, and today we have another video, and we're going to actually talk about coastal grandmother preparing for autumn. So I know that the trend is big because it's a summer style, and as I said to you before with all my coastal grandmother videos, that I really love this style and it's going to stay with me. So I just want to show you basically today that you can wear all year round in tone of this style, and have basically, you can wear a coastal grandmother over the summer, you can wear coastal grandmother over the autumn, winter and spring as well. So that's what we're going to focus today. It's going to be autumn, my favorite time of the year, and I have some really great outfits to show you how to look really stunning as a coastal grandmother in fall. I will just jump straight into it because there is a few things I want to talk about. First thing, I personally think you need to have as a coastal grandmother preparing for fall is a trench coat. I made a video already about trench coats separately. If you want to see that one, I will put link on the top. But when it comes to coastal grandmother, I think just put extra layer on top of yourself. You can still wear your coastal like grandmother late summer type of outfit, and on top of that you can put your trench coat. I would say the best it's going to be this kind of classic color of like a dark beige or like light brown, and those are the best, you know. We're going those kind of like coastal grandmother tones like white, blue, and obviously other as well colors, but this kind of classic trench coat. Coastal grandmother, obviously it's a trend that it's focused on very classic garments, and trench coat is one of those classic garments that you're going to buy once, hopefully, and you're going to have it forever in your wardrobe. You don't want to change it every year. You want to hold to those good pieces that you really love, and you just rewear them when it comes, when the weather change, when the time of the year change. And that, I think with trench coat, that's how it is, you know. You want to have a nice, really classic trench coat and just reuse it every year when the time comes for that. Another thing when it comes to transition from summer to autumn, in summer we were wearing linen. We were focusing on having a linen dresses, having linen trousers, everything linen. In the autumn, linen is obviously more summer type of material, so you don't want to wear your linen anymore because it's very breathable, you would be cold. So replacing the white linen trousers with white jeans is going to be a good idea, or any other white trousers, whatever you prefer, you know. I personally like jeans as well. The most elegant from all of them, they are white. So going for, if you're a lady that loves jeans, then going for white jeans is going to be a great idea. So from linen we're going to jeans, just to have more like a thicker fabric, just so we feel we're not going to get cold. Avoid ripped jeans. I always say that in all my videos. Those are not elegant. This was a trend, it stayed with us. Some still wear the jeans with like holes on the knees, then you can wear them, you know. I don't really care, but it's just, if you want to look more elevated, don't go for those jeans with holes anywhere basically. So yes, white jeans is going to be your friend, or any white trousers if you don't like to wear jeans. Just something that is a little bit longer, just something that's going to good coverage, and you're going to feel more warm and prepared for autumn. Number 3 on our list is a turtleneck. It's such a classic thing as well from the original inspirational movie from Coastal Grandmother. White, black, any color you really like. I would keep it natural. I wouldn't go for some crazy colors, because we obviously know Coastal Grandmother style is all about this kind of nature. It's not only blue, it's not only like sand colors and all this stuff, but you can go for black, you can go for like nice deep burgundy, nice some kind of color of the leaves, you know. It's all really focusing on the nature around, and I believe that's how the Coastal Grandmother as well is wearing that. So yes, turtleneck is going to be a friend of yours this through the transition period and also the whole autumn. It's going to give you warmth. I would recommend you to go for some kind of nice cashmere, some nice wool silk. I have one from Massimo Dutti. I bought a very nice one with wool with silk. It gives you it's very thin, but it's really pleasant for your skin. It's not like rough or anything, so I would recommend you that as well. Or anything, you know, cotton as well you can find. Just something that is nice, breathable, natural fabrics again. And again, color is really your choice, your preference, but you know, I think turtlenecks are so elegant, so classic. They are this kind of old money type of finish, give you this kind of old money type of finish. So you want to invest in some of those. And again, investing for the future, not buying just for one season, because you're buying classic pieces, so they're going to last you for a really long time. And that's as well, I think, the most important concept with all this, that you want to buy quality over the quantity and have them for really forever, basically. Obviously, when it comes to autumn, like for example in Scotland, it is a period of time that it's just wonderful. The trees changing color, and the weather become a little bit more windy, a little bit more rainy, which I personally love. I love the days as well when there's beautiful sunny day. You can go to park with kids and all those colors that are surrounding you. It's absolutely fantastic. But as I said about trench coat, you need some extra layer, and if you maybe not a fan of trench coat, or maybe if you want to have more, personally I would go for have a trench coat as well, and have like a nice darker color jacket. This kind of very, again, old money type of jacket that you're going to have forever, that gives you this kind of chicness. It can be really lovely, dark blue, navy, dark green. It all really depends on your preference. Again, colors, you know, this is just such a personal thing. Some colors might not work for you, some colors are just you prefer to wear them because you feel more confident. So colors is just really your choice. I would just go for something darker, because again, it's an autumn, you want to bring this little bit, this is just the time of the year then everything is slowly dying, you know, when it comes to nature. So that's what you want to as well reflect with your colors. Go a little bit darker rather than go some kind of yellow jacket or something like this. And those kind of beautiful jackets, like a diamond quilled jackets, it can be more like a countryside. In Scotland we have a lot of countryside made of like a very thick tweed jackets, which are really lovely and really chic. So that's another thing. But I personally, if I would buy something like this, I love those like a diamond quilled jackets. Those are very classy and very coastal grandmother when it comes to, you know, the style, how you look when you're wearing them. So it's a fantastic option for any lady to go for something like that. And obviously you need some kind of warm, you need some layers, so it makes sense to invest something, again, classic. Next on our list are wellies and waterproof boots. And when it comes to wellies, go again classic. I would say if you go for, let's say, blue navy like jacket, go for navy boots, so that's going to just match together. It's going to look better than if you go for some random color. If you go for green quilt jacket, go for green boots. Very simple. When it comes to wellies, obviously when it comes to some kind of boots like leather boots, then I personally love this kind of caramel brown color boots. That would be my choice. And then going for the same kind of color belt and the same color bag. That's just going to complete the whole look. For me, that's just ideal. But again, you can go different colors. You can go for black boots as well. It's again a preference, but the idea is here that you're just going to make it look complete with the jacket, with maybe some scarf what you're going to wear, or maybe adding a belt in the same color as your boots. That's always a really good idea. But back belt and shoes in the same color always elevates you. So that's something to remember when you're wearing those three in the same color. You're always going to look really put well together, and you're always going to look like, oh, that woman has all figured out. So go for that. Don't be scared of going for this kind of classic combo of those three. Or if you don't want to have a belt, back and shoes in the same color, it's still going to be fantastic option rather than mixing different color all over your outfit. Another thing what you should invest is some kind of fleece, and yes, fleece can be really elegant as well if you buy them in a really nice light color. I wouldn't now go dark. When it comes to fleeces, they look better when they are white, when they are cream, when they are some kind of caramel, but don't go for this kind of black or like very dark navy. Ladies tend to look better when they wear off-white fleeces or some kind of white color fleece that just looks a little bit more expensive. And you want to have this kind of chic, this kind of expensive look. I know I'm just all the time going back to this word classic, but that's for me what it is in this style. You obviously want to be relaxed, so that's why I'm telling you, go for fleece rather than go for some kind of like jumper that is going to squeeze you in or something like this. Fleeces tend to be more relaxed. You can unzip them, zip them, you know, it's much more easier rather than take them over your head. Obviously you can still go for nice, really lovely jumper. There's nothing wrong about that, but go always for natural but lighter colors. That's just going to look better. It's just going to, I think, look better for this kind of like a representation of coastal grandmother style. And the last thing I want to say, obviously in autumn you want to have layers, maybe you want to add some kind of like a poncho, some kind of like a cape coat. Made a video about those as well, so I will put a link on the top. But obviously adding nice layers that everything works well together, everything is just like in the same maybe tone or something. If you're going for some kind of nice maybe white turtleneck, then you're going to have a lovely caramel cape on top of that, just to look really nice and expensive and classic again, and elegant and elevated basically. So yeah, so I think like coastal grandmother can dress for autumn, can dress for a winter. We will be doing those as well when the time comes for that. But I think we coming really big steps. We are almost in the autumn, at least for me, because as I said, autumn is just fantastic period for me, that's the best time in the whole year. So yeah, so don't forget that I know that people say that the trend is going to probably die at some point. Not for me. It's always going to be there in my heart. So I'm going to always going to include some kind of videos about that as well. I noticed that you liked watching them as well, so that's a win-win, I think. But yes, let's not forget that some trends, sometimes people just say that it's just for a moment. For me, the coastal grandmother is going to stay forever, and like the unfortunately jeans with holes stayed with us forever, which is not really good, but well, they are there for people who enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up because it's really supporting my channel, and see you in the next one.